Jaden, now that you're 3 games in, just how much more comfortable are you tonight compared to last Tuesday?
Well, definitely. Like I said after the last game, I feel like each game, me personally and our team as a whole, I feel like we're just gonna keep developing as the season goes on, game by game.
Obviously, it's a pretty big lead in the second half, but you guys didn't drop off any in terms of intensity. Where does that intensity come from?
But really, I would say it starts with the coaches. So, that's something they really big on is energy, getting down on defense. Every possession really matters. So that's something that they really force on us, and we just take that with pride.
Go to Mike Wilson and Nicholas Hill.
Jaden, you had a couple plays tonight where you got in the lane, hit contact, but kind of stayed up in the air, made the shot. Is that a skill you've always had, or is that a skill you're able to practice? Just being able to kind of get through contact and make those plays?
For me, that's nothing I really practice. I feel like ever since I was like a little kid, that's always something I've been able to do, be able to absorb the contact and still kind of finish.
From your perspective, what does it say about the team when guys are still diving for loose balls up by over 30 points, taking charges by 30 points late in the second half? So what does it say about your group as a whole?
It means that we really want it. Everybody on the team knows, that's how we practice. We practice hard. So that's something we just put a big focus on. Lock in. Every possession matters. Every possession counts, no matter what the score is.
Rob Lewis and Wes Rucker.
Jaden, how would you describe the chemistry on this team? What's it like being a young player in this group? I mean, just watching guys on the sidelines, it seems like everybody's rooting for everybody, and you're really tight.
Man, I love these guys. We going at it every day, all day. So the competition in practice, and then be able to just hang out with each other off the court, it just really builds a big bond like we got now. So I feel like we all rooting for each other at the end of the day.
Jaden, do y'all enjoy playing defense as much as it looks like you do? Because a lot of people don't really think of playing defense, at least growing up, as a fun thing to do, but it looks like y'all actually enjoy it.
Yeah, we take pride in defense. We love getting stops and be able to get those stops and then go get a fast break point on the other end. So those stops on defense lead to easy buckets on offense. That's something that we take our pride in.
Troy?
Jaden, you think tonight was maybe a glimpse of how good this backcourt can be?
I say definitely, yeah. This is our third game in the season. I know we still got a long way to go, a lot of stuff to build on, but based off this game, I think it showed a few flashes.
Thank you, Jaden. Next, we'll have Josiah Jordan James, who I'm going to publicly apologize for allowing a freshman to conduct his interviews first. Go ahead and raise hands for Josiah. Go to Rob Lewis, then Nicholas Hill.
Josiah, just how much better are you as a shooter this year? How much more comfortable do you feel with your three-point shot?
I definitely feel a lot more comfortable after having a year of playing and then a year of working on it this offseason. Coach talked to me before quarantine, during quarantine, about what he wanted me to work on, and my shooting was definitely one thing. And I work on it every day. And so the shots that I get in the offense are something that I work on every day. And it's kind of second nature. I just had a really good night. My teammates set me up really well tonight.
What does it say about your team that you only allowed 13 points in the first half and just was absolutely dominant all game?
It says a lot. It shows that how we prepare is how we play, because in practice, if you come and watch us practice, we defend each other really hard, really well. And so just being able to carry it over into a game against other guys, people we don't know, it says a lot. And it shows that we're a really good defensive team with guys off the bench and the guys in the starting group. It doesn't matter. There's no let up.
Grant Ramey and Mike Wilson.
You guys were obviously really shorthanded last year in the backcourt after Lamonte went down. What's it like being part of this backcourt, seeing all these guys, all the different options you guys have every single night?
Yeah, definitely last year was a big learning experience, I know, for me personally and the other guards here. So having a year like that, looking back, it definitely helped us. And then having these guys this year, I think that from the start, we knew that we were going to have a lot of depth. And just being able to be with these guys over the summer and show them and have them under our wings, like Jaden and Keon, not only me trying to teach them what I know, but other guys. I feel like we bonded a lot, and then just the experience that we have, we kind of helped them out, and then they brought their own talent and their own fight that they have, and so I feel like our depth is something that we can build on this year.
Yeah, Rick mentioned putting you in, giving you some minutes at the 4 there. I mean, why is that something that you think that you could excel at potentially, and how much versatility in terms of like lineups would that give you guys later this year?
I think it'll be really good for us because just throwing something different at teams and things like that, just showing how versatile we can be playing small ball or playing big. I think me at the 4, I think that it could be a weapon for us against other teams going forward. And then I just need to get my experience down, and I think we'll be able to shock a lot of teams with that.
We'll go to Troy and then take a call for more questions.
Josiah, we talked about your shooting earlier, but also 8 rebounds today, 5 offensive. In year 2, do you think you have a better understanding of maybe how to impact the game outside of just scoring?
Yeah, for sure. You go back and look at, like over the summer, I go back and look at the games or all the games really, and just seeing little things that I didn't notice as a freshman, looking back that I noticed now as a sophomore. You learn, you get an experience under your belt, and that's what happens. You learn, you grow. That's the name of the game. So I feel like this year I know a little bit more. I don't know everything. I still got a lot of room to grow, but I definitely know a little bit more than I did my freshman year.
Go ahead, Rob Lewis.
Josiah, just how would you describe the chemistry on this team? Because with so much competition for minutes, you could some teams might get a little fractured with some jealousy, but it doesn't look that way with this group. So what would you say about this group of guys?
Oh, never. I feel like us as guards, we had the conversation. I remember we took each other to the side, and I was like, I don't care who starts, I don't care who plays. We have that same mentality because we know in practice, I prepared, say, Keon and Jaden. BJ's prepared. They prepared us, and so I don't care who's out there. I know that whoever is out there is going to play hard and give it their all, and they're prepared because we do it every day in practice. There's no jealousy or anything like that. It's really up to the coaches because you can go with any 5 guys, and I know that they'll play hard and they'll give it their all because that's what Tennessee basketball is about. So we don't have any jealousy or anything like that on this team. And where I'm excited to see those guys score. And like when Keon had a dunk today, like I remember looking down, the whole bench was up, everybody was happy, everybody was cheering. And that's what it's all about, just having fun and being there for each other.
Wes Rucker and Mike Wilson.
Josiah, when y'all, we can look at the numbers and see that for y'all, the defensive numbers look really good. But when y'all go in there and you watch, film and you scrub it out and you go over everything, how well are y'all playing defensively? How many things are y'all still seeing that you could be doing better on that side?
Surprisingly, there's a lot of things that we don't do very well, and we have a lot of miscues and things like that. That's why we have so much more room to grow. We are playing well, but to be the defensive team that we want to be, and that's the best team in the nation, that's what we want. And we know that we can't have any slip up or any miscues or any miscommunication or things like that. We still struggle with that sometimes, and that's why we know we have areas to improve. We want to go into the game getting deflections, getting stops, and just getting teams out of their sets. And we do that, but there's a lot of things that we still have to grow into to be the defensive team that we want to be.
Josiah, in a situation, say there's 5 seconds left on the shot clock, who's the guard in this team you think that's most likely to take the ball in that moment and go get a shot and a bucket for you guys?
Any of them, really. Santi, BJ, Keon, Jaden, take it, me, or Folky. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's really probably the coach's decision. Whoever's hot, I feel like they're having a good game. Probably that's what it'll come down to. But I'm comfortable with anybody taking the last shot. Any guys on the team.
All right. Thank you, Josiah. That's it for tonight. Appreciate everybody. Have a good night.